Hello my friends, welcome back for another video. I have already filmed this entire video and I accidentally deleted it. Bummer, but that's okay. Maybe I needed to say something different that I'll do better here. So if you're new around here, my name is Sandy-Kaye. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Please do subscribe if you are not already. And just woke up from a nap. My face looks a little red. My daughter actually woke up early, but then she allowed me to take a nap. So that was much needed. Today, as you can tell by the title, we are talking about making marriage work with having kids. It can be such a fine, tricky balance to know how to be a wife, to be a mother. My daughter is trying to mess with my tripod, so we will see how this goes. But trying to be a wife, a mother, and take care of yourself and your needs, and take care of your husband, all that good stuff. So let's dive into my 5 tips that have really helped my husband and I. In the beginning, I just want to say disclaimer, I'm not an expert by any means on marriage, but I'm just someone who tries to put in the effort and make it work and wants to be married to my husband for a lifetime. So it's a daily effort to be put in. Let's dive into the first tip, which is to serve your spouse. For me, in my life, this looks like waking up in the morning at 4:45 a.m. to send my husband off by 5 a.m. for work with a kiss. No matter what season of life I'm in, I've done this in the 5 years. Has it been 5 years? 5 years we've been married. That's crazy. So I really believe in just being there even when it's hard, and that's one way I support my husband. Another thing is when he comes home, having dinner made for him and then packing his lunch for the next day. So those are the things that I'm doing every single day to just show up for my husband and serve him. One thing that I want to be better about, and that's kind of fun, is to think back to what service you did when you were dating that you may not do anymore. Because I used to give him back massages and foot rubs like every day, and I am not great about that now. So that's something that I can implement more, and he loves it. Who doesn't love a good back massage? So think back to fun ways you used to serve when you were dating even, and try and implement those in your life again. My second tip is to have gratitude for your husband. You can do this via jotting down your gratitude in a journal. I do this every night. I write down 3 things, and I try to always implement one of those items that is about my spouse and something that I appreciate about him that he does. It can be something simple like riding a dirt bike with our son and just seeing his big smile on our face, just watching him do little laps around the backyard. And so it can be super simple, but jotting down, and even better, verbally expressing that gratitude to your spouse. Have you ever been tired of someone saying, "Thank you for making a lovely meal. Thanks for cleaning up the house," doing things that you do every single day, but when someone expresses gratitude for it, I don't think it can ever get old. And guess what? Your spouse is the same way. When you express gratitude for him providing for your family, going to work, something that he does every day, it's so much appreciated. So instead of thinking about, wow, he hasn't thanked me for this and this and this today, try and reverse it and just always be expressing your gratitude to your husband through your words and showing it through your actions. Tip number 3, get ready guys. This one has to be my favorite tip that has been a game changer for helping me show up as a better wife and mother, and this is mutual me time. So how we do this, how we do it in our family, is that when my husband gets home from work, he has the first hour and a half to himself to wind down. Okay, my daughter was ripping up some magazines. But anyway, when my husband gets home, he has that first hour and a half to wind down from work, do whatever he needs to, take a shower, eat dinner, go to the gym, whatever he wants. And then I get to take a turn. And some days it's only 10 minutes that I need to reset. Some days it's a whole hour that I need just to feel my best and then show up as a better, more kinder, patient mother at bedtime. Let's be honest, at the end of the night, it can sometimes be hard to pull yourself together and really hold your children, enjoy those snuggles, and while you're putting them to bed. And so I find if I have some time to just read a book or whatever I want to do that night, then I'm better about wanting to hug my children a little tighter, hold them a little longer, and enjoy those snuggles and that nighttime routine versus just wanting to quickly slap them into bed so that I can get my me time. And then I'm also not as concerned about my spouse who's right next to me in bed. I might not want to snuggle or anything because it's like, no, this is my time, like, get away. That has been a game changer. You need to be good about expressing your needs, which I know women can sometimes have a hard time with. So telling your spouse, hey, I need this amount of time today. Can you do that for me? And just to have that uninterrupted time. And sometimes it doesn't go so well and the kids just need you after 10 minutes and they come and find you. And, well, you just have to throw your hands up in there and say, well, whatever, let's just start winding down, getting them into bed, and then I'll get the time I need. My fourth tip is to do weekly date nights. This can sometimes be hard to schedule in, especially if you have kids. And I'm not saying you always have to have a babysitter because we actually rarely get one, but that just means you got to use when your kids are napping to get 20, even 30 minutes alone. And ideally like an hour, because let's be honest, it takes a little bit of time for me, and maybe other moms can relate, to switch from your mom brain to your wife brain and be able to enjoy your spouse. And sometimes it might feel awkward even, or like, what do we talk about? Because you're just used to talking with little kids, helping little kids. It might take a little bit of that first date to really enjoy each other's company and do something fun together. I would suggest alternating who plans the date and what you're gonna do, because if you remember in those dating days, you would do whatever your spouse would want to do. Like, you would go fly fishing and camping every night if that meant you could spend time with your husband, but or with your boyfriend at the time or whatever. But now when you're married, sometimes you forget to do those things that your spouse might be interested in that you're not. So switching it up, having one partner plan it one week and one the other week, lets you dive into those interests that the other one may not be as interested in, but can make you so happy. Like, something simple for me is I love going for little walks with my husband, and it's just not his favorite thing. And so I could do that even for the date night, a walk and talk. And sometimes that would mean bringing the kids in the stroller or whatever if you can't have a babysitter, but just making it work and getting it in and being consistent about it is so important, because there's so many things on the calendar, so you really do have to make it a priority and make it happen. Some of our favorite dates that we've gone on is going on a 110 trailblazer ride together. I'm sitting on the back on this little old red bike, going for just a little ride, a little cruise at night, and another one going in the mountains for a little picnic with the kids, and let's think, going for a hot soak at the hot springs and eating breakfast together. That one is nice to have a babysitter. And a date you can always do is pop some popcorn and watch a movie while your kids are down for a nap or bed for the night. And I feel like that's always a fun time as well. Tip number 5, my last tip, is to not let feelings build up, but to, when you're starting to feel frustrated or feel some type of emotion, you're letting your spouse know at the next appropriate time. Maybe that's not bedtime. Maybe you do have to wait till the next night if you know you're both going to be grumpy at night or whatever it is. But making sure you're not letting feelings build up. You're letting them know what's on your mind, and in a cordial way. In a nice way if you can. For example, there was some dishes in the sink that my husband had left from dinner, and I had already put all the other dishes in the dishwasher, and I was thinking like, ugh, really? You know, starting to feel some of that resentment. But instead of letting that resentment build, I just snapped a picture of it and sent it to him on his phone, because he was up having his wind down routine, or wind down time, and I didn't want to interrupt that. And then that night, he went and did his dishes. We didn't have to talk about it again. He just went and took care of it. And then resentment, boom, gone, you know, just as soon as I sent that text. And I don't think I even captioned it. I think I just sent the picture of the dishes to let him know, yeah, you gotta put these away. And yeah, so it can be that simple. And it's just so important to not let those feelings build up, but you need to take care of them sooner than later. A great tool for this that can be helpful is called the Core Emotional Wheel, and it's by a company called Connection Codes, or that's like their website, and you can go and print it out for free. But it just has a list of emotions on the wheel, like anger, shame, guilt, sadness, loneliness, joy, and you can just say, I felt joy watching the kids play outside today. Like, it doesn't have to be about you and your spouse on all of them either. Can be about your family or just like how you're feeling personally. or anger towards someone that cut me off when I was driving, you know, just whatever it is. And then the one thing is that your spouse, when they're listening, is not saying anything. They can go, oh, like just acknowledging your feelings but not talking. You're supposed to just take 3 minutes for the whole thing, for you guys at a minute and a half each. So you go, your partner's not talking, and then my husband would say it back to me, whatever emotions he wants to go through, and I would just sit and listen. And acknowledge him. That is a good way, especially if you find yourselves having a hard time getting a word in and interrupting each other, taking that time to just have one partner silent and the other partner silent to express what you need. And for women, I find we like to talk more, and so it can be really great to just get those feelings off your chest and even just tell your spouse about your day in kind of a unique, fun way to just go through the wheel real quick. I also wanted to add that it's important to have open communication about your sexual needs, especially for women when we are pregnant and postpartum and in different seasons of life. Our needs may change in that area and maybe completely not want anything at sometimes, and like in the postpartum period when you're really not supposed to be doing anything, you can still be creative in other ways. Well guys, I really hope this video was helpful for you. My 5 tips on how to have a happy marriage along with raising kids. We are about to have our 3rd baby any day now, and I'm like sweating in this jacket now. It felt really good at first, but I'm getting hot now. those pregnancy hormones, man. But anyway, I hope this was helpful and that it will, if anything, inspire you to add one of these things in, and then maybe a little later add another one in, and just, if anything else, make you want to put more effort in your marriage, because it does matter so much. And I'm not a good mom without being a good wife. Like, having a good marriage with my husband is so important for me and how I parent my kids, but then also they see you guys, they see mom and dad, and they see that loving relationship, and it's such an important example for them. They can feel when there's tension between the parents and everything. So hopefully these 5 tips can help you decrease the tension you may have sometimes in your marriage and just bring back some more of the happiness. And of course, we have seasons that don't feel super happy, and you know, I feel like everything in life is just up and down. And so just putting in the continual effort to do our best, give our 110%, and hopefully our spouse will meet us where they can as well. Anyway, I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your week, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.